right, so who we here with tonight?
JoelBeya from the UK, London.
Okay, word. So I'm asking people tonight what they think the world's biggest problem is and how to solve it.
I think the world's biggest problem is people don't love each other, and the best way to solve it is by letting Jesus in your heart. Simple as.
Wow, so, okay, if people out there don't believe in God or Jesus, what can you say to make them believe in him?
Well, Jesus came with peace, but he was also honest and he said what he needed to say. He wasn't judgmental, but he came with love and he was real. So I think we just have to let people know that, listen, man, we need to love each other more. Some of the things that we argue about don't really make any sense, but we need to come with a nice approach, soft approach, know when to be strong, know when to be cool, So, yeah, that's what I would say.
When did you discover Christ?
I have to say I was in university at a time. I was going through some stuff. I'll be really honest with you. I went through a breakup, and I'd always gone to church when I was younger by my mum, but you kind of go because you have to. And I remember arguing with this girl, and she was an atheist, and I wasn't, and there was a lot going on. Anyway, I realized through the strength and the pain and the stuff that I'd gone through at the time that, listen, you can go through anything. And then through that time, it was not just that. I wasn't doing well in university. I didn't know who I wanted to be in life. There was a lot of questions, but I really started seeing by reading the Bible that, Jesus is actually real. There's actually evidence that this guy was, on the earth, etc. But then also I realized that if I choose to not follow his ways, which I did also choose to not follow his ways afterwards, but I will know that it's my fault, and it's not because I didn't know. It's not because I didn't have any knowledge. It was because I chose to not. But anyway, because he's so gracious, even though I went left, I went right, whatever, I still found my way back home.
What's your favorite Bible book?
I'll probably say the book of Joshua, because when I look at Joshua, he came after Moses, right? But there's a lot of people in the Bible where, like the most of us, we make a lot of mistakes, and we learn via mistakes. However, Joshua to me seemed like someone who, he saw what Moses went through, and he was appointed as a really good leader. He followed up. I just think that he didn't have to go through too many hardships before knowing that God is the way. He just kind of like saw and learned from Moses, and then he went from that and he did his thing.
Oh, all right, amazing. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate
you,
you.
bro.
Likewise. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Barrio Mundo, everywhere.